It's a sign. She saw it now, the hint of those creamy white blossoms among the black, tangled branches. Her first bitter thought was while Brigid, the fertility-bringing goddess, blessed the earth, her own womb lay empty inside her. Then she watched her girl, her first pride, sharp-eyed, pink-cheeked, spinning through the snow. She'd been blessed, Sorka reminded herself, 3 times blessed. "It's a sign, Ma!" Dark hair flying with every spin, Branna lifted her face to the dimming light. "Of coming spring!" "Aye, it's that. A good sign." As had been the gloomy day, as the old hag Cailleach couldn't find firewood without the bright sun, so spring would come early, so the legend went. The blackthorn bloomed bright, tempting the flowers to follow. She saw the hope in her child's eyes, as she'd seen it at the bonfire in other eyes, heard it in the voices, and Sorka searched inside herself for that spark of hope, but found only dread. He would come again tonight. She could already sense him, lurking, waiting, plotting. Inside, she thought, inside the cabin behind the bolted door, with her charms laid out to protect her babies, to protect herself. She clucked to the pony to quicken his pace, whistled for the dog. "Come along now, Branna. Your sister's all but asleep already. Da comes home in the spring." Though her heart stayed heavy, Sorka smiled and took Branna's hand. "He does that, home by Beltana, and we'll have a great feast. Can I see him tonight, with you, in the fire?" "There's much to do. The animals need tending before bed." "For a moment?" Branna tipped her face back, her eyes grey as smoke, pleading, "Just to see him for a moment, then I can dream he's home again." As she would herself, Sorka thought, and now her smile came from her heart. "For a moment, Menine, when the work's done. And you take your medicine." Sorka lifted her brows. "Will I, then? Do I look to you as if I'm in need of it?" "You're still pale, Ma." Branna kept her voice beneath the wind. "Just a wee bit tired, and you're not to worry. Here, now, hold on to your sister, Eamon. Alistair smells home, and she's likely to fall off." "She rides better than Eamon, and me as well." "Aye, well, the horse is her talisman, but she's near sleeping on his back." The path turned, the pony's hooves rang on the frozen ground as he trotted toward the shed beside the cabin. "Eamon, see to Alistair, an extra scoop of green tonight. You had your fill, didn't you?" she said as her boy began to mutter. He grinned at her, handsome as a summer morning, and though he could hop down as quick as a rabbit, he held out his arms. He'd always been one for a cuddle, Sorka thought, hugging him as she lifted him down. She didn't have to tell Branna to start her chores. The girl ran the house nearly as well as her mother. Sorka took Tegan in her arms, murmuring, soothing as she carried her into the cabin. "It's dreaming time, my darling." "I'm a pony, and I gallop all day." "Oh, aye, the prettiest of ponies, and the fastest of all." The fire, down to embers after the hours away, barely held back the cold. As she carried the baby to bed, Sorka held out a hand to the hearth. The flames leapt up, simmered over the ashes. She tucked Tegan into the bunk, smoothed her hair, bright as sunlight like her father's, and waited until her eyes, deep and dark like her mother's, closed. "Sweet dreams only," she murmured, touching the charm she'd hung over the beds of her babies. "Safe and sound through all the night. All you are and all you see hold you through dark into light." She kissed the soft cheek, and as she straightened, winced at the pull in her belly. The ache came and went, but came more strongly as the winter held, so she would take her daughter's advice and make a potion. "Brigid, on this your day, help me heal. I have 3 children who need me. I cannot leave them alone." She left Tegan sleeping and went to help the older children with the chores. When night fell, too fast, too soon, she secured the door before repeating her nighttime ritual with Eamon. "I'm not tired, not a bit," he claimed as his eyes drooped. "I can see that. I see you're wide awake and raring. Will you fly again tonight, Vic?" "I will, high in the sky."